It's Friday night. Hope to catch you on a 8 o'clock Friday night. We're going to be talking about a new rack, and I've been working on this new rack. So hope you all having a great week and a great day. It's Friday, Fish Easy. So as people are getting to join, getting the notice, I appreciate everyone that joins us tonight. I'm going to show you something that where I'm at. We're not at the FishEZ nursery. As you can see, we're at the Grow Out Center. We've got some Bantam angels. These are nice sized and looking good. We might keep some of them for ourselves. Here is a batch of koi angels. And of course, there's platinums. Everybody notices the platinums. They're quite popular. Hello, Sandy. Over here in the F rack, we've got different fish. I bring them over. For example, this little group of angels came over. They're very nice angels. They're koi angels, very small, but look at the color already. They're quite nice. And they're with some Lucipinnis. This is the last batch I've got from Lucipinnis. Always hanging around is a couple of odds and ends. These are 3 beautiful gold rams. I don't know what it is that has made these so nice. Maybe it's their age. Sorry about the sounds, Coley. I don't have my actual microphones with me. We'll do the best we can. If you're hearing a lot of bubbling sound, it's one of these breeder boxes. Over here we've got a couple of batches of apistogrammas. There is rainbow fish in there. There is red-shouldered gold morph of the McMasteri. There's some blue rams. It's a little mixture of everything. Plecos. Yes, plecos are something that we've got different groups, and we've been selling them quite readily. These, I believe, are 401s. We've been offering these Shelleys. These Shelleys, it's a nice little, about a dozen adults. Hi, Jeff. And I just put a couple of fish in here. As you can see from the algae, there was a need for some ancestris in there, so I just put them in there tonight. We'll see if they do anything. This is an interesting fish. These are calico crossed with what shall I say? These are calicos crossed with super reds. So they have a very nice pattern. I think these are the best calicos there are if they cross with super reds. And these fish we've been selling. We don't have breeders of them, so that once these are gone, they're gone. But of course, down here we've got these are discus, different pairs of discus. We've got some beautiful wild types, red rim, and also a few of these other ones that are the orange patterned. This is a really nice pair here. These discus here in this group, I think only a couple of the pairs have actually produced anything at the moment, but these are nice fish. They're just young, and we've been growing them out, so there's some time left with them. Down here we've got other fish that are growing out. There's some angels, obviously marbles, and they're along with some plecos. Here's some L340s, L401s in this one, of course, and L340s over here. And you can see it on the tank, though you can't see the fish. They're kind of hiding away. Anyway, it is what it is. So welcome everyone. We're going to be taking a look at some very new features of this fish grow out center. This is a tank that usually holds our black rams, And looks like it's got some angels ready for sale, or we're holding. But this is the tanks that we use for fish that are going to be sold very soon. They grow out. Maybe this one, for example, I did try cleaning it on Wednesday. It was very covered with algae, and I didn't get it all, obviously. I can only spend so much time. I have to move on to the next tank. But these will probably get a little bigger before they're sold, but they're definitely there. And we've got some tanks that I want to show you. Before we do have a couple of tanks down here. These are going to be sold. These are sunset platies. We've raised a few, but they're not really in our plans for permanent breeding projects. So these platies are here for a while, but then they're not. These are some green tiger barbs from the last batch. They're cute. Some of them are very colorful. Look at that one there. Some of the males, and a few red ones thrown in. I like green tiger barbs. I like them in large groups, and they do well in large groups. And when we had some for sale, and we had like 50 of them or so, and sold them off very quickly. People will take groups of them very quickly, very easily. Hi, Jeff. Go with the Flow is here. Fish Fam Link. Everybody's here tonight. Sorry I'm not at home. I wanted to show you these red root floaters. These we got some and then put them in the tank, and I think we just kind of forgot about them. And the other day, all of a sudden, there was a huge number of them. These are red root floaters. Let me see if I can see any red roots. You can see kind of the reddish. They're getting there. But these guys just started multiplying. They weren't there before. But once they take hold and start really going well, then we can take them out and move them around, I guess. Start producing them. They're very once if they kind of take off on you, you got a good thing. So here's some male 401s. Look at that. Oh, disappeared. Yeah, I said L401s earlier. These are 471s. Now that I think about it, these have got the dots. I like the dotted ones better than the striped ones personally, but everybody has their preference, and that's what makes them special, right? Okay, so tonight we're going to take a look at, we've had this fish room grow out. These are all these tanks. This is called the F rack, and as you can see, there's quite a few tanks in this rack. It goes for quite a while. What we're going to do is continue to work with the different fish in here, but they're basically not for breeding. They're for holding, growing out, maybe some batches, and then being sold off. However, I'm going to let you see something that is new here, and it's this rack right here. We put it in the center of the room. It is in progress. I've been working all day, well, most of the day on it, getting some tanks, getting the air going, the lights, and it's got some storage on top. We're going to put 10 gallons basically, and this will be good for different fish. Most of these fish came over from FishEZ. I'm leaving on vacation next week, and I will be gone for 2 weeks, so I need to go see the folks. These are, let's take a closer look if you can figure these out. These are a barb. These are that group of black ruby barbs. A very good number came out from that batch, and I'm sure in 2 weeks, 4 weeks, they're going to be a good size. Over here is a batch of angels. These are platinums. No, these are kois. Sorry. from downstairs. This is a very large number. So I was glad to get them out of a breeder box soon and get them into this tank. Over here's the first batch of black ruby barbs when the parents were still young. It was only, as you can see here, about 10 or 12 that were produced. A few checkered barbs still in here. The checkered barbs were also kind of young, so we'll see. I've got the parents, and we'll see what happens when they get a little older. Also, I'm trying to bring over all the fish I have. These are a mixture of, I think these are marble angels. There's some actual gold rams in here, and some pistogramma. A small batch of pistogrammas in here. And then this is curviceps. There's a small batch of Leotocara curviceps. And I'm going to add in here, I'm bringing it tomorrow, another batch, very large batch of AP or Pistogramma panduros that are ready to be moved over. And the purpose of moving the fish over here into these tanks is so that they can be cared for while I'm away. And so it's kind of nice. So here's the look at the new tank, new rack. As it sits, we're going to have space. Here's some empty tanks. The purpose of this rack is actually multifold, but basically what we're going to do is these racks will have the fish probably as they go out the door. Maybe these small batches, these 10 gallons. Then fish will have to be moved, obviously, as they grow into some larger tanks. But yeah, they're on both sides. So there's the back, and we've got the water reservoir here on the end, and we've got a rack of 4-foot section and a 3-foot section, and they're back to back. So there's actually 14 feet of rack with 2 layers. And what you're looking at there is this section is still empty, and tanks still have to be placed. But over here we have water in some of them. As I'm bringing fish over, these are black rams. These are all black rams, and they made the transition pretty good. I don't see any deaths. That's always an issue when you move fish, hoping that everything goes well. It looks like they are. So what I do is, right now I just have an air stone. It's fresh water. It's a brand new tank. It's not cycled. So what I will do is tomorrow I will find a filter that's been in another tank for a long time. So a fully cycled filter will replace that air stone. And so the fish will get a new tank, fresh water, and a completely, what's the word, cycled filter. So here's 3 empty ones ready to go. Not quite ready yet for fish, but they're getting there. So that's the exciting news. I wanted to share that with you, and everybody can see what it's like when the fish leave FishEZ. They come over here and find themselves a particular location in the racks. Okay, let's see. Let's see if there's been any discussion. Hi everyone. Thank you very much for joining tonight. We've got different people. Greetings. Outside In Aquatics is with us. Red Laser, Roman. That's nice. Everybody's joined us. I'm going to, of course, be gone for 2 weeks. I need to see my mom and dad. They're in their 80s, and as you know, there's always challenges. So we're going to see. They live in Los Angeles area near Disneyland. So I'll be taking off and checking out the Southern California scene. It would be nice if I could live stream from California. I don't know a lot of fish people in California. I've not had the opportunity. I did have a fish room when I was out there, so there's a few fish shops that I might just pop in and say hello. But In general, the biggest popular side of Southern California is the monster fish keepers who are part of that group. There's a lot of people who have very big tanks and like arowanas, Oscars, and other big fish. There's a lot of people like that. I don't know many of them. I have a couple of friends, but you're at the Aqua Expo in Coral Springs, Florida. Oh, fun. That sounds like fun. So this is Friday, so tomorrow I guess is the expo. So you get to spend some time. Might be nice. See how well you do. So tonight, it was, a lot of activity. I'm moving fish over. What I'm going to do is simplify the fish room at FishEZ to remove all the fish from the upper tanks and move them down to some levels. I moved out all the fish that can be moved over here, and because we have this new rack, it makes it convenient, a place for them to go. And so that's a good thing. But sometimes, well, it's a lot of work, but we want to make it easy for the person who is a non-fish expert and individual who will just throw some food in the water once a day, keep them alive until I get back. That's the key. That's the hope anyway. Hopefully everything will be just fine when I get back. And very good. So it takes a lot of planning to be able to go away. Especially I've stopped breeding, putting pairs together and stuff like that in the last week. 2 weeks ago I kind of stopped doing it because I realized that if I'm going to be going away, there's really no point. I can't have lots of small fry. Nobody's going to be able to care for them anyway, so it was best just to wait till I get back. I also wanted to mention that there will be some at the next reptile show here in Toronto area at the International Center. We're going to aquarium.biz will set up a booth, and we'll be offering mostly our hard goods and axolotls. It's a reptile show, so that's what our specialty will be for those. So we'll be offering the axolotls. And for as far as fish, there won't be any fish because it's not a fish show, but there might be a couple of odds and ends. So it's something to think about. It's later, I think, on, let me see, what is today? It's the 4th. It's about the 19th or 20th of October. So I won't be there because I'll be in California still. I won't get back until after the expo. But if you're interested in stopping by the aquarium.biz and checking out a few things, if you're into some reptiles, it might be, I just want to mention, and that's what's going on. So that would be later this month. And then, of course, here we've had a lot of sales, a lot of potential buyers come across our paths and inquiring about fish. It looks like we need to produce more fish than ever before because there's quite a demand. So we're looking at this rack as helping us meet that demand. There's quite a bit of excitement regarding that. So we'll see how that works out. Well, everyone, and let's see what else. Any more questions? I wanted to see if there was anything going on with all you folks. Anybody have any questions about the fish or what's happening? So behind me, as you can see, one of the things that we use for the air system, I just can't help but notice it there. It runs along there. You can get those at Gemco. It's a PVC with a bunch of valves pre-inserted. And then we just, on the ends, each end, there is a tube. And so we have a loop here going around the room, and they're just hanging from the ceiling. There is a pump at that end and a pump at that other end. So we have two pumps that are working in tandem, and that keeps the air pressure for this floor going. We have both of them because one of them is not quite enough, but also it's sort of a safety measure too. If there's a problem with one, it won't be a total loss. There'll be some air going, and that's kind of it. And yes, Jeff Kane has been in the middle of a fish room remodel. So we got some exciting news. When I get back from California, I'm sure there's going to be some interesting announcements, and maybe, who knows, we may be into a big fish room remodel as well. So something to look forward to. But details on that forthcoming. Thank you all for joining tonight. It's so nice to see at least a good dozen of you, 14 people at the moment, all connected. Thanks for the thumbs up, at least from most of you. And we're going to have to cut it short tonight, sadly, because I've got to get back to the FishEZ, and I've got to start moving tanks around. I've got to move some fish down from the top side down to where my caretaker will be able to reach it and put some food in. And that's the craziness of vacations, moving around, being away. It gets kind of wild, you know? Yeah, thank you, Fish Family Inc. I'm going to, I haven't had a chance to watch a lot of videos, but I've been adding them to my watch later, and it's kind of crazy because I haven't had the ability, I haven't been watching. I got so many great things I want to watch, and you know, videos by our dear friend Steve Heller, you know, Shutter Aquatics. I've got videos in my queue from, well, just about everybody. So it's like I got so much to catch up on. I'll have to do that very soon. Yeah, Jeff needs to show some updates, that's for sure. Well, it's hot in here, but it's getting cooler now. The temperature's dropping outside, and it's October, so it's kind of expected. So it's getting a little cooler. We've pretty much removed all the fish from outside the ponds, or shall we say aquariums outside. We've got some acrylic tanks that are sitting outside we use as ponds, and there is some daphnia growing ponds, and there's still some daphnia growing in there. I noticed that. Yeah. So everyone, looking forward to a time away, but I also will try to do my best to keep in touch. Also keep you updated as far as maybe some of the scene in California. I'll see what happens, what I'm able to do. And also we've got some plans here, you know, a lot of design plans in store, so it's going to be kind of crazy. So everybody, thank you very much for the thumbs up. I see everybody's thumbed up, and appreciate it. It's been a great 30 minutes or so, or 20 minutes, just to be able to connect. I'm sorry I wasn't able to. I tried so hard, but I just couldn't seem to get together so I could do a live stream last week or Sunday, or I tried, but no matter, the intentions are good, but it's not always so easy. A lot of things get in the way, unexpected things. But thank you so much. Have a great night, and enjoy the continued festivities on other live streams going on tonight, or some videos. Enjoy your fish room, and that's the most important thing. So regardless, always remember to enjoy your fish and to keep it real. Good night.